My heart is where the Hebrew home is. For where the heart is, that's where you find the Hebrew home. Hebrew home, Hebrew home. Good morning, Hebrew home. My heart is where the Hebrew home is. For where the heart is, that's where you find the Hebrew home.
Good morning, everyone. I am your host, Olivia Cohen, coming in live from Studio B here at the Hebrew Home. And today I am joined by Josephine Catalano, our Director of Volunteer Services and Intergenerational Programming. I think I got it.
You got it.
Great. Today is a Thursday, April 1st, and the time is 10:31 a.m. We have a great show planned for you today. A little later, Josephine is here to share some exciting new programming that we are adding to our TVs. So we have you'll hear it here first. Let's take a look at the weather in our neck of the woods. Today will be mainly cloudy with occasional rain, mainly in the morning, they're saying. Winds increasing for the afternoon, high 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northwest at 20 to 30 degrees mile per hour. And chance of rain is 100%, higher wind gusts possible. Let's move to this day in history. So I did a bunch of April Fool's stuff today, being that it's April Fool's. And apparently, there's a lot of different countries that have done April Fool's jokes, like just on their people. Some of them are really crazy. So I picked a few that weren't too crazy. So first one, 1957 in the UK, the BBC creates a hoax panorama program about spaghetti crops in Switzerland and showing women carefully plucking strands of spaghetti from a tree and laying them in the sun to dry. It should be remembered that in context that spaghetti was not a widely eaten food in the UK in 1957 and considered by many as an exotic delicacy. So that happened. Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
These are all very weird. Some even here, I don't know if anybody remembers. I remember none of them, but 1965. Again in the UK. A lot of these happened in the UK too. BBC conducts a trial of new technology called smell-o-vision, which allows the transmission of smell over the airways to all viewers. This is what they were telling people. Many viewers reportedly contacted the BBC to report the trial's success. So that was another April Fool's joke.
They fell for it.
Now, coming back on this side of the world, in the USA here in 1985, Sports Illustrated, for you sports fans out there, maybe you guys know this, writes an article about a New York Mets prospect named Sid Finch, who could throw a 168 mile per hour fastball with pinpoint accuracy, reportedly learned to pitch in a Buddhist monastery. The highest speed recorded for a fastball is officially 100.9 miles per hour. So that was an April Fool's. They made up this person. That was apparently for the Mets, which that would have been great for the Mets.
Wouldn't that be nice? Go Mets.
1996. Here in the USA, Taco Bell took out a full-page advertisement in the New York Times announcing that they had purchased the Liberty Bell to reduce the country's debt and named it the Taco Liberty Bell. Josephine and Allison both just nodded their head. And then in 1998, I feel like we don't do these a lot anymore because, 1998, USA, Burger King ran an ad in USA Today saying that people could get a Whopper for left-handed people whose condiments were designed to drip out of the right side. So Burger King got us. So our national days for today, weren't those wild?
That really wild.
Have you ever been have an April Fool's joke played on you?
No, I have, my oldest daughter, her birthday is March 31st, yesterday. So I always said to her, you got lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I guess birthdays on April 1st can be funny.
Yeah.
Right? People could pull
a joke on that day.
On you, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I should have looked up the origin of April Fools, but...
Has anyone ever played one on you?
I feel like yes, in school.
Nothing monumental.
Nothing monumental. We played in high school. Oh, wow. We played April Fool's joke on our math teacher, and we all just walked out of the class. That was the joke. Like, we all just were like, we're not doing this. We walked out of the class, and he was like, where are you all going? And in the hallway, we turned around, and we're like, April Fools. We thought it was the funniest thing in the world. It's not that funny or clever, creative, but in our heads at that time, it was the best thing in the world. Okay, so national days. It's April Fool's Day. It's also National 1 Cent Day. It's also National Sourdough Bread Day. So for anybody who loves sourdough, today's the day. And it's so funny we were talking about Taco Bell because it's National Burrito Day. So I wonder if that's why they had something to do with that ad. The world may never know. April birthdays. So we have one resident birthday, Maria S. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
No staff birthdays for today. And our famous birthday is Debbie Reynolds, born in 1932. I had a hard one with this one because I would have written like a 2-page whole list of things that Debbie Reynolds has done in her career. It's amazing. She's an American. She was born in Texas. I'll say that soon. But American actress. She was in Singing in the Rain, The Unsinkable Molly Brown. She was born in El Paso, Texas. And she's done so many things. I know all of you watching probably know everything that she's done, but she did so much. We'd be here for days just talking about her whole career, which is amazing. So happy birthday to all. Let's see what food service is cooking up for us. Our menus for today. This is for lunch. This is the non-kosher menu. Lunch will be chicken parmesan with spaghetti and marinara sauce, and broccoli and cauliflower with garlic sauce. And dessert is an ice cream sandwich. I love ice cream
There's
sandwich.
that spaghetti again.
Yeah.
So you think of them hanging from trees.
Yes. Not an April Fool's joke here. Actually, will be in your meals. Dinner will be soup, tomato-based soup. The entree will be fish and cheese on a bun with a cucumber pineapple salsa. That sounds nice. And dessert will be Jell-O. I've been in such a Jell-O kick lately.
What's your favorite color?
I just did the lemon. I think lemon.
Lemon Jell-O.
Lemon Jell-O. Because the lemon tastes a little limey to me, and I like the lime. And if you put whipped cream on top, it's a little like a key lime pie.
Good to know.
If anyone's wondering,
they have to try that.
Our kosher meals for today. Soup, lunch, we'll have soup. It'll be tomato soup. And the entree will be stuffed peppers with a sweet noodle souffle. And dessert will be a chocolate cake. Dinner, we have cream of broccoli soup. Entree will be eggplant parmesan with roasted peppers and corn. And dessert will be Jell-O. I love Jell-O. So those are our meals today. I hope everybody enjoys. And now that brings me to our guest for today, Josephine. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me
And so
today.
happy to get the word out to everybody. I hope people are watching to hear it and spread the word.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This is new information, everybody. Actually, today, between yesterday and today, the engineering team is going TV by TV to reprogram TVs in your rooms, in your lounges, to be sure that you're going to be able to get these 4 new channels, access to these 4 new channels. And what a great week to be introducing these, it being Passover and Holy Week. It's so wonderful for us to be able to offer this to our residents. So I know you're going to see signs really everywhere on your floors. I know that they're going to be on the monitors. I know that Sagely is showing them up on the monitors. They're up in our elevators. Really just want to get the word out to all of our residents. So we're adding 4 television selections. They are all religious selections. So I think it's going to run up behind me here. But you're going to have a channel 43, which is the Word Network. And the Word Network is music and evangelists. The music is gospel music. So anybody interested in Christian broadcasting, leaning with gospel music, that's going to be a really great choice for you. So look to 43 and check it out, please.
That's wonderful.
Then we have channel 86, which is called the Christian Trinity Broadcasting Network. That is another Christian channel. Again, you're going to have lots of evangelists, a lot of speakers, a lot of talk on those channels, everything for our Christian residents. Channel 87 is EWTN, which stands for Eternal Word Television Network, and that's a Catholic programming channel. And you're going to be able to have, for those of you, and I know people have asked before, there is daily Catholic Mass available on that channel.
Great.
And you're going to see that schedule. I think that Deacon George put together a listing of regular Masses that you can tune into. I think 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. and then again at 7 p.m. And then I know that there's also a flyer out there, it being Holy Week, of when you can tune into this EWTN for Holy Thursday services, Good Friday services, as well as... we
got it right here.
There it is behind me. It's great. And then Holy Saturday for the Easter Vigil Mass. So that's really big news. And then we have Channel 90, which is Jewish Broadcasting Services. So while Rabbi Noah and his team provide so very much by way of Channel 8 and 88 to our residents, this is just another opportunity for residents to listen to other rabbis and other perspectives. So the goal is really to provide as much for our residents as we possibly can. This is really just a wonderful addition to the regular TV lineup.
Absolutely.
And as I said, what a great week to be offering this.
Yes.
So please, please be on the lookout, and staff has been alerted up on the floors to help residents. But be on the lookout for these channels, and if you're looking for specifics for Holy Week, for Passover, please ask them, refer to the signage that's up on each of the floors for specific faith direction.
Right. So again, you can find this info. We will be printing out paper copies of the calendars for everybody, so those will be passed out soon. And we also will have these flyers in the Sagely monitors and in the elevators, if anybody wants to refer to anything that we just showed up here.
The other thing to remember is, as I said, engineering is going to is in motion. They started yesterday. They should be done by probably dinner time today.
Yeah.
With every TV in every room and lounge. If you go to one of these channels this afternoon and cannot gain access, please have somebody on the staff email engineering with your room number, and they will make sure that your TV is reprogrammed. You know, with so many TVs to get to, of course there's going to be some that we miss, so please speak up. And we'll be sure to get it. And don't forget to keep watching 8 and 88. Because our Rabbi Noah and certainly Deacon George continue, and Reverend Grant, of course, continue to provide personal messages to all of you. These channels are really intended for another layer, another layer and another resource. So
it's supplemental to what we already have going on as far as our religious programming.
absolutely.
So, can you remind us, Joe? We have Wednesday at 9:45.
Yes, Wednesday at 9:45, Reverend Grant provides a sermon weekly. And so that's shown, I think it's channel 88.
88.
Every Wednesday morning. He also gave us a Palm Sunday message last Sunday, and will give us an Easter message, a special Easter message this Sunday as well. I don't have the timing on that. I apologize.
Okay.
I wonder if it's in this. Let's see. I don't have it here. I think Allison's trying to find it for us.
Okay.
And then Deacon George has a Friday service at 11:15. I believe that this week, because it is Good Friday, there is going to be Stations of the Cross that he is broadcasting for us from another location. So please look for that in lieu of his regular Friday service.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we have also on Fridays on Channel 8, we have our Shabbat Shalom service at 3 o'clock here. And then Rabbi Noah also does on Wednesdays at 11:15. He still does his Bible study and Ask the Rabbi. So all of those things will still be there, in addition to these new channels that we have that you can get just right on your televisions. And like Josephine said, if you have an issue with any of the channels, Channel 8, 88, or any of these new ones, 43, 86, 87, and 90, please let somebody know so a staff person can contact engineering and we can get that fixed. And right now, they're in the process of setting up all the TVs to get this. So it takes a long process because they have to individually go to each and every television. So let us know if there's any issues getting these channels.
But again, the word from the engineering team was that this should be completed by the end of the business day today. So give them a little more time today to get to everybody, but by all means, if you're seeing that it hasn't happened yet for you, give us a shout.
Yeah, let us know. This is very exciting.
It's so exciting. It's people, so happy to be able to deliver it. There have been requests for these, and working with our TV provider and with our engineering team, Darwin and John Lembo, we were able to get it to happen.
That's
so
great.
Very, very exciting for people who always want to tune in to something spiritual and good for them.
Yeah, and it's there and it's available and the channel's on and you can just tune in all day long for anything.
And I just want to take a moment to wish everybody a happy Passover and a happy Easter. And I hope you get what you need for your spiritual well-being. And I hope that we've been able to help provide some of that for you by adding this into your days.
Absolutely. So before we end off for today, anything else, Josephine, that's going on, even from a volunteer's perspective, that you'd like to share while we're on here with our residents watching?
So we have been, so I can tell you about we remain connected to so many of our volunteers. And I know that many of them have been reaching out individually to our residents with whom they have these wonderful relationships. So some of you have continued to get phone calls and maybe FaceTimes from some of our volunteers. We've had the Hope Kids, our Hope students who are in their classrooms. We continue to stay connected to them, and they miss us tremendously as we miss them. We also have we've had some connections with SAR Glamour Gals, with some high school students who have been Zoom programming with us, and some of our residents, and that's really, really been nice.
Yes.
Things are changing every day. Every day. And we hope to be able to welcome our volunteers back. And as soon as they're able and comfortable to come back to us, we really do hope to bring that back to you.
And in the meantime, we have our labor pool.
Right, so in the meantime, yes, absolutely. We have our labor pool that has been really magnificent. They've been every single afternoon we visit a different neighborhood to bring residents downstairs or outside when the weather permits. And we've been doing that since last June. I foresee that continuing.
Yep.
That's been great. The labor pool has also been helping out at our in-person visits. Our staff are again covering and just making sure that families and residents are comfortable and that everything runs smoothly. We have people answering telephones so that families, when they're calling, if the nursing staff is busy and can't get to a call, we have staff now answering those calls as well. So on a lot of levels, we just continue to provide support for our residents, for our staff, and the labor pool's been a really wonderful.
Absolutely, and I know that they also go up on the floors and with the carts now.
Oh yes, so that's been new.
Yeah,
right? That's a new thing that started just a couple of weeks ago, where we have carts set up, and those carts have in them magazines or books or cards where our residents can make a card and send a card to a loved one for a birthday, an anniversary, or just an I'm thinking of you card. It's kind of nice for all of you to be able to offer a note to your loved ones rather than always waiting for your mail. It's kind of nice for you to send something out to them too. So be on the lookout for those cards. They circulate on a schedule, and if you haven't seen one yet, ask one of your therapeutic arts team members as to when you're scheduled next, so you can be on the lookout.
Absolutely.
We have meditation that's offered for staff, and that's offered twice a week by Joyce Solomon in our museum. It's another thing that is a labor pool offering, and that's really for the staff as opposed to the residents, because we need it too. We all need a little bit of that. And self-care. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Have I missed any other labor pool activity?
I'm sure there's also just a million and one things behind the scenes that don't fall into a category that everyone's just doing right now, and you're helping to coordinate in some kind of way, whatever a need pops up. It
when
feels
needs
like
pop up, absolutely, we try and meet those needs. So very, very proud of our staff. Everybody has stepped up in such a tremendous way. So really a good team to work with.
Absolutely. Thank you, Josephine, for coming on today and sharing all this great news and things that we are doing and these new channels and just helping to spread the word. And Josephine, where can folks, if they need to get in contact with you, with any of our residents here, where can they find you?
So the volunteer office extension is 1404, and that's probably the best place to leave a message for me. And I always collect those messages, and I do get back to people.
She does.
She
really does.
But you know, these are all really good things that we're able to offer, and it's a week of hope. Right. Passover and Easter both provide hope for us, and so it's a good week for us to be looking forward. Those family visits are great, and I think hope is in our hearts.
Absolutely. Very well said. So as always, everyone, feel free to give us a call and share anything with us, any good news that you've heard and would like to share on the show. You can do so by dialing 2813. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to leave us a comment, hit that like button, or hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. Remember to tune in to Channel 8 later today. We have Wellness with Deborah at 1:30, On a Musical Note with Peter at 2:30. On our stream channel, that's Channel 88, we have at 4 o'clock, DeRote Presents Music Appreciation. And at 6:30, you can catch this episode of Good Morning Hebrew Home again. Tonight's movie at 7 o'clock on Channel 88 will be Soul. Soul is about a Joe who is a middle school band teacher whose life hasn't quite gone the way he expected. His true passion is jazz, and he's good. But when he travels to another realm to help someone find their passion, he soon discovers what it means to have soul. That's our show for today, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Josephine, for joining us.
Thank you.
Once again, this has been Olivia Cohen with Good Morning Hebrew Home. We will see you tomorrow, same time, same place, same channel. Cohen out.
Hebrew home, good morning, Hebrew home. My heart is where the Hebrew home is. For where the heart is, that's where you find the